And I think we can also be grateful for the fact that her death was relatively painless. Bone cancer is not fun.
She then goes on to categorically say that the Queen did indeed have bone cancer. She then also said,
but she was fortunate enough to have the lesser of the forms of bone cancer.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Aziz. I'm a physician based in the UK. Now, I've done 2 videos here on the passing of the Queen, and without having any kind of inside information or even any interest in the royal family, to be honest, I mentioned what I thought the likely cause of death was for Queen Elizabeth II. Today, there was the official release of the Queen's death certificate and the official cause of death, and we'll come on to that shortly. Now, in both the first and second video, I made clear what I thought, in my medical opinion, was and would be the official cause of death. So what do I think was the actual cause of death, or at least major contributing factors? Firstly, as obvious as it sounds, old age and frailty. This is something that we often put on death certificates. But we also had this from Lady Colin Campbell, apparently a royal biographer, stating this.
But she was fortunate enough to have the lesser of the forms of bone cancer.
The official cause of death was revealed today. And what do we have here? Old age. Nothing else. And in case you doubt what I have to say, the BBC News website gives an explanation of this. Old age is only usually given as the sole cause of death in very limited circumstances. This would be where the certifying doctor has personally cared for someone over a long period, where a gradual decline has been observed, and where a doctor is not aware of any identifiable disease or injury contributing to a death. I.e., in other words, it is medical negligence, a probity issue, and one that warrants your medical license potentially being removed if you do not put an honest assessment of cause of death. If there was cancer, it would have been put down in part 1 or 2 as a minimum. It is completely absent. If they didn't want this known to the public, they wouldn't have had to reveal the death certificate, but no doctor in good standing would sign this off without putting cancer. If there was cancer, there was no cancer. The Queen died, as I suspected and speculated right from day one, without any political motive or trying to put the blame on anyone else, from old age, and that is what is the official cause on the official death certificate. I hope you learned something useful and enjoyed this summary. I hope you like the fact that the medical analysis turned out to be correct. Now, if you haven't already watched it, make sure to go back and watch my full health analysis of the Queen's health right from her young age all the way up to her death. In that video, as mentioned, I also provided an analysis and my skepticism about the false claims, as it now turns out to be, by Lady Campbell that the Queen had bone cancer. There are some more interesting death reports and analysis coming up on this channel, including very shortly Michael Jackson's death report, Princess Diana's death report, including the claims that she was murdered. So certainly hit the like, subscribe and notifications button if you want to be kept abreast of these. Anyway, I hope you learned something useful and enjoyed this summary. If you want to keep learning about psychology, medicine or life hacks, hit the like, subscribe and notifications button. Any suggestion or comments, feel free to post below. Until next time, stay safe.